Hey, Bri, doesn't it suck that the boss is always over our shoulder when we're trying to talk?
Jay, he should be entertained by us. Let's get out of here and finish this conversation.
All right, as long as it's not work-related.
Jay! How's it going?
You know what? I'm the best.
You're the best?
I am, man. I'm the best.
Oh, that's
I know
good.
you want to think you're the best, but I'm feeling pretty bestie.
We're besties?
Oh, we are besties, bro.
Jay called me
That's nice.
besties. I want to welcome everyone to the Work-Related Podcast.
Well, get this. We are related by work on Twitter, and I
X.
tweeted something this morning.
Yes, I saw.
Oh, you were
I
holding
did
it in.
see.
I didn't know if you've been blocked or something, or it's so vacant that you just forgot about it in your long list of notifications that you must get.
They're all just poor notifications.
What's up with you today? Calculator talk, everything. Your fucking mind's in the gutter, man.
Yeah.
That's not why we're besties. This is not why I'm here. Save that for your work-related friends. I don't have... the last time I tweeted something personal, I think you did a shot from vacation or do whatever, and I've threatened to do things like retweet, whatever, some funny shit we try to talk about or what I learned on Twitter that day or week. And I've almost never felt the satisfaction or whatever of pride, whatever you want to say, of building something at work again.
Yeah.
Right? Like this, that first fire truck, which I did and probably talked about a lot on the show, and then I ended up tweeting it, was the last thing that I was this personal. And I wanted to compare it to the two. I had that same feeling when I did that.
Yep.
But it's not the heat but I don't think I've worked as hard for the last 2 weeks in the last that I can remember.
The pressure was on anyways. Even if you didn't feel it or you did feel it, the pressure was there.
I felt it. I'm not the type of person that's going to ignore it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I sit in that's the problem they created. You know what I mean? Like they should have started it earlier. Like all the things that when it comes to the people we were talking about earlier, like Nicole and all that, they don't think of yesterday.
Yeah.
They're thinking of the numbers that you know what I mean? Like the reality of the situation. And so instead of going off on how they could have made the situation better and sitting in it, but I wasn't resting on those laurels. Like I was working hard in many reasons, because I was sharing the job with somebody who I think has a good work pace, and I don't want to fall behind. And like it was the first time in a long time I had to work with a partner for over 2 weeks or whatever.
Yep.
It's a fucking 20 fucking foot fire truck. Like it's got more importance to me than a lot of the other trucks that we do. Like when I first started working building those hydro trucks, he's like, holy shit, that's one of those hydro trucks that are working on the lines. And he's like, oh, I might have done that. There's been a few, but I don't feel that way anymore. Long time because I don't work on them, but they're so, like your buddy Vishu, he should, because he's done a lot of that truck.
Oh, yeah,
he's not going to get credit for it, but it's nice to see. So I had pride in what I wanted to see this thing get done. So there was pressure on that, but the pressure to do it, get it by the end of the month, I just wanted to feel counted on. No matter what their issues on what there is, I want them, you know what I mean, to feel counted on. And I did as good as I could. Like the fact that it wasn't done on the 31st, I can't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not losing sleep over it. I went to bed last night knowing I could not do any more other than staying later or doing other things.
I mean, you guys did a lot of work in those
I know you noticed it.
It was a lot.
I know you noticed. I know some. You know, what I mean, I don't know what to trust with my buddy Ali when he gives me praise and talks how good it is. I'm not saying he's going to knock us down, but he's more the type of person that won't, in a room full of other people, give us as much credit as I would want him to.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? But I don't need his credit. I want Ryan's credit. Ryan, I think, could tell that we were working hard to get it done.
Yep.
And that's really all that matters, because I want them to give it to us again. I want them to... I don't know. I don't want to call a meeting or do something to tell them, listen, if this is your plan, because whatever, it's always hard to do the numbers they're already trying to do. But I said a long time ago, like I would train somebody to work on parts of this shit at night. Mm-hmm. There's lots of parts to put together that even if they get stuck and they can't do something, then you can find them another fucking job for what, you know what I mean? Like if I can't keep them busy for a 10-hour shift or 11-hour shift, there's something. But eventually you'll have like that guy during the day who take over for me today, whatever, finishing it up. So you'll have somebody else that you can rely on to work on the truck.
Yeah.
But they haven't done that. And so when they don't get it done in time, it's just like, you might not remember that conversation, but I did do my best to do it. So short story long, when I finished building it, I was like, or when I was doing it, I was like, fuck, I want to take a picture of this. That first was not for my own memory banks. But like Tammy knows what we do, like I do, right? And I know, but I don't. It's hard for me to feel that she really grasps some of the projects we have.
Nobody does.
Yeah, but nobody knows what everybody does in their job, right? Like it's a
100%.
million things.
100%.
Just because like she's a vet or whatever. Like I wouldn't the dirty details of that job. And like I said, the people that come in with their Chat GPT knowledge, thinking they could do that, right? And
yeah, for sure.
and even the same thing with our job. Somebody sees like a truck factory and they just like, oh, yeah, this robot's fucking putting this together and doing all that. Like they never see the ins and outs of it. You know?
You have
Like
no idea.
So, but I wanted to convey, like, because I was proud of it, to say like, oh, I want to take a picture of this thing. And I was like, I knew I have to put context. Because even if I take a picture of this, you're never going to see the size. Like I would say, like Sire can play basketball on top of this thing.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And so,
Oh yeah, and not fall off.
no, not him. And some of the other kids might fall off, but Sire, he'd be on there still. Well, actually, unless he was running to the basket, he might fall off the end. We're going to put nets on the end for him. But the sides, those weak kids will fall by the wayside. And so, yeah, so I thought, okay, I did this last time for the fire truck, and we got a limited engagement of it, so I'm going to do it again and see what happens. So that's why I tweeted it. And as I was doing it, looking at it, I was like, fuck, yeah. I realized in that moment, I don't even know what's below noob. So remember I said the kid is at YouTube camp, like doing like how to post, what to fucking hashtag it, like anything. I'm not looking for maximum engagement, but I'm just like a grandpa fucking sticking pictures and videos on there, and just like whatever. It is what it is type of thing. So yeah, it was that feeling that I had for a while for like how whatever, proud of what I was doing for.
I mean, it looked really good.
Yeah, I appreciate.
I like that one. It looks really good.
Yeah.
That's the second one they've done.
So I found out in the meantime, the truck that was built before was not this big.
It was close, but it wasn't as big.
It was like Johnny told me earlier this week when we were doing stuff and realizing what they did differently or didn't learn from his, what he did before. And Johnny's like, yeah, you realize it wasn't as big as this.
It was close. I actually took that one out, the last one.
Yeah.
I took it out on the forklift, and you can't take it out. You had to take it out front ways. It wasn't as big for sure. I feel like, it wasn't as big. But we still couldn't get it through the door sideways.
I don't know how they're going to get this one out of the fucking door.
It's not happening.
They have to shut the whole fucking thing down just to get like the thing from the end of the shop to the
They're
other.
going to have to drag it out front way somehow, and then, I don't know. But it can't fit, guys, it can't fit through, those bay doors that you see when trucks deliver shit? Well, ours are bigger than that. Because you can fit the whole truck in ours.
Yeah, that's right.
And it won't fit out of that. So if that gives you any sort of context to how big this thing is.
So I can't wait to do another one. I know it's like not that. So whenever it comes down, like I'd rather live in that frustration of like, especially since I did it. Like I know all the Chinese Lego differences or what to ignore or what to like, really look for on the drawings. It's so much. And it's, again, my fault. I don't use the technology available. Like, I know that I can just go to Marcel and go to the computer and get a good view of it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the time, like, because it's so archaic having a fucking binder with pages that are fucking 3-hole binded in there.
Yep.
That all you need to do is flip them 4 times and the holes are breaking. Like the papers are falling out.
It's terrible.
And there's no order. When you go on the computer, you can just navigate everything so much easier. And you can see what their intention of having things are instead of just like something on a page here and something on a page there. And they can point to like, oh, it says here, this has got to be flush. And like, this panel is like alien compared to what other panels you made. I never assumed that it was going to be there like that. Trying to be... And then this is my passive aggressiveness, maybe my aggressive way is saying like, if you want this to be like that, then because I've seen other examples, like make sure you take a detailed drawing and say the frame has to be 3/16 of an inch, you know what I mean? Like in like countersunk or whatever, however you want to describe it, to the side of the body when you put it on. And they assume because they say, oh, this has got to be flush and this panel is 3/16, so obviously you're going to make it like that. But you're just asking for trouble. Mm-hmm. You're making me use all of my expertise to realize that if I want that final result, then I got to move that frame 3/16 of an inch. And it's the furthest thing from making it an IKEA drawing. Yeah. But I just imagine them all in their air-conditioned trailer fucking thinking, like, how do they not see this? Like, you're a fucking trained professional. Yeah, like, you're an expert. You should do that. And I don't have this written down. I'm not going to be able to say this right, but I was watching a TV show, and somebody was talking about chef, like a world-renowned chef, and they were pretty good food, like whatever, a foodie, and how these foodies can tell the difference between quality food and not. And when somebody's like so good at something, right? There's like, how did you become this good? Or whatever they were trying to say. They were like, describe being a master, a culinary master or whatever it was. And the person said it in a way that the mastery of it all is adapting on the fly. Like when they're making a dish, something is going wrong. Like when we're making a truck, you and I can assume when Tammy's working on a dog, you can assume a doctor, anybody working on something, it's not going to go textbook perfect.
Yep.
There always is going to be some kind of complications, and your experience comes in. It's like, how do I fix this on the fly? Like, oh, I put too much salt in. I got to like balance it with some sugar, or put like an anchovy in, or you know what I mean? Like they understand what flavors and spices can balance things, and so the mastery is working on the fly, is realizing like not expecting it to be perfect, and adapting and being like a Marine, I guess, or something. I guess that's why they're the best. Like and I was like, that's my mastery of it is.
Yeah.
Like, and like I'm butchering how they said it, but it's like that's how anybody who is good at something, it's not because they do it by the textbook every time. They just know to see the signs of when something is about to like go sideways. Right? Like like an army general or something, when the battle's not going too well, like how do we fix this type of thing, right? And they become legendary because they come up with schemes. Coaches, like that's an easier example, right? Like they just like learn on the fly. They create whole new ways to play games and shit. Analytics, like Moneyball. Just whole new ways, like and so it just eventually just becomes obvious. And so I was like, I feel like I said, building this truck, I think I heard that quote before I was doing this truck, but I really like dove into it more. It was one of those things like you skipped your Monday motivation, so I don't know, you know what I mean? Like how to be motivated this week.
I'm surprised you would have fully finished it if I got that.
That's right. I'm going to blame you. But the one with my favorite is it's not the load, it's how you carry it. I have to think about that a bunch of times to not like feel overwhelmed. And this other one is just like, no, the mastery isn't like expecting everything to be perfect. It's like, what do you do on the fly? Right? And part of that might be like cutting corners or like however you want to downgrade that comment. If someone wants to downgrade it, like you're not like doing it like letter perfect. But man, letter perfect is like
that's a dream.
Yeah, right? Like it's not, but like when you're working with drawings or working, like I said, like just in the chef way, this is how I can consider it. Why I started like that, because I don't know how to make good food like that, but I understand what they're saying. Like, oh, that's the adaptability. And you see it on a TV show like House. Like that's the adaptability of a doctor. Like, holy shit, clamp this, like do this. Like the autistic doctor sees something that nobody else sees on the screen or whatever, and like that's like magic. Like that's why I guess they have God complexes because they can do it on living things.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like imagine. Yeah, like it's so impressive. Like like coaches are enough of impressive. All that stuff. So. I don't know. I was just buzzing on how everybody kind of does that. Like how we're all like a master of our own domain or whatever you want to say, but that's what makes us masters of whatever we.
Yeah. Being able to adapt. Yeah,
it's not much of a conversation, but I'm just saying it was fun of
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I'm not like expecting. Yeah, I guess I'm just. It would be weirder if you did disagree or whatever. But that was. This is a new thing I've learned. I guess 2 weeks ago I got not jealous. We get boot compensation, like money back, so I can get boots anytime I want. You and like 2 other people were like walking around with your new boots a couple of weeks ago. And I've been complaining about my feet for weeks and just throwing it into just an old man problem, right? And so this wasn't your intention, but I was like, fuck, you know what? Like, let me look at my boots. And when I first started complaining about my feet like a couple months ago, Tammy was like, maybe you should get new boots. And just for like, I don't know, just the old man of it all, just like fucking keeping like things for longer than I need to.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like I don't know. You probably don't understand because you.
No, but I did keep my boots longer than I needed to.
So I was, they're still good. They're still good. And then I looked at them one time and I don't know, but I just like, there was no heel. And I'm like, fuck, no wonder my feet hurt so much.
I need one of those.
Yeah, like, wouldn't that be great? Like, I mean, I'm thinking of all the heel implants I have in there and my fucking heels hurt. And I go, you fucking idiot, just go get boots, right? Like, I was like, it's time for you to go get new boots. So I went and I got boots and I got the insoles and put them in. And at the store, they're super comfy. And I kind of knew which ones I wanted, but I tried another pair on and whatever, they're good. I used to cheap out on boots for my whole life, from fucking all the way to my 30s, whatever it was. especially when you have to spend all the money on it or whatever. It's just like, I'm never spending all that kind of money, realizing I'm in these boots so fucking much. Like, it's the most time I spend in anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I like bed, car, house maybe, but like in 12 hours a day, I'm at work.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so fucking, and I just like, why cheap out on that? Like, what the fuck? Like, shoes, I'm not a high fashion fucking person at all. Like, so I don't care. Right? Like, I'm not a shoe guy. Like, I know, like, you're not a shoe guy, I wouldn't say.
I have shoes.
Yeah, I'd be a shoe guy.
I have shoes.
I
probably have
I don't want to
10
misrepresent
pairs.
you.
I have
What?
like 10 pairs of shoes or so.
Yeah, I would consider that a shoe guy.
That's a shoe guy? I don't know.
Well, I would think of myself as yeah, okay, that's fine.
10 pairs? That's not a lot, Jay.
So this is how far out of the loop this is how little importance I usually put on shoes.
Just a quick side note.
You're right. I got
My
like 4 or 5.
cousin, I have a cousin, and Selena has a friend who has shoe rooms.
I've only seen that on TV.
Yeah,
so
like
I know they
hundreds
exist.
of shoes.
I don't know how I would feel. You know what? As I'm saying it, I do have at least 4 or 5. So
See, there you go.
yeah.
You're a shoe guy.
Yeah, I'm a shoe guy. But so I like last time I bought them. This is why this is where it changed. I go, no, I'm going to get high end boots. I spent like more, like whatever, like $250. I think I spent on those boots, and I was like, God damn. But they were super comfy. They felt good at the time, I remember. And so I think my thinking was like, since I spent so much, I don't need to change them yet. Not realizing that I had my surgery. Like, these boots were older than I thought they were. Right? Like, not recognized. So I see the heel, and I'm like, fucking, that's the impetus. Like, your new boots, Tariq's new boots, everybody's new boots. They
You
fucking.
should just do it every 2 years, no matter what.
Of course. No, this is my fault. It's me. This is my, I don't know. I don't know what I'm stuck on or whatever.
And it's so painless now.
But yeah, like they made it so much easier. The last time I bought them was before we had $200.
Yeah, me too.
And they were actually supposed to give me my extra $100, and they never I didn't want to bother Nicole or anybody about it. I should have. They doesn't matter now, but they owed me another $100, which they never ended up giving me. So Tammy's going to hear this again and get mad at me for not getting my $100. And she's rightfully so. So short story, I get them. I get the so I feel fucking great. I put them on and I tell you, everybody notices new shoes and we get them. And
new
so I tell you the story about getting them, and we're talking. I'm saying, I got these ones. I got the top of I didn't cheap out. I got the top of the line ones, and you were like, no, I got the top of the line ones.
Yeah.
And you're like so competitive with boots. Like,
I
this is why
wasn't
you're a shoe
competitive. You started it. You said you cheaped out on boots. I'm like, what are you talking about? I did my research. Like, I fully did
you're
my
like, these
research.
are army boots. These I'm not saying
great.
because they're the most expensive that they're, and
That's how it sounded, Jay.
yeah, I know. That's where I'm trying to, I guess, backtrack on that. I'm trying to give you your legit reasoning to exist.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I did try those on. They just didn't fit like as good for me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think that they were like. Because he's a salesman, he's also telling everybody that the boots they're buying are the top of the line boots.
Oh, for
Because he
sure.
said, these are the top of the line boots.
Yeah.
You said, they sell your boots at Walmart. That's how fucking shitty your boots are. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't mean
You
it like
fucking said that?
I did say that.
Yeah,
but I didn't mean it like.
So I'm like, but what you talk? I'm saying, I've tried your boots on. They're not fucking the greatest. You're like going into details. Are they composite? Are they metal? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they.
No,
Yeah, they said metal
I was
free.
gonna get mad at you if you spent $300 on boots that were metal. I was gonna get mad, but you said they're composite. I was like, okay.
And every day that I put it, so now, my feet are the most comfiest in these boots than they've
man.
ever fucking been. I take my boots off at the end of the day, and then my feet start to hurt again.
Yeah,
Right? Like, it's fucking,
yeah.
it's part to do the insole and do all those things. But, bro, every time I fucking lace these boots up now and put them in, I'm looking at every little detail. Go, fuck, Brian. These fucking boots are fucking great. I go, they got the leather on the tongue for where the laces go against it to not dig in.
Yeah.
Right? They got I'm just like, yeah, this guy fucking has zero idea what he's talking about. Knowing you did way more research than me and all that kind of shit. But it's like, I have to admit to my own little bit of competitiveness here. And yes,
that is hilarious.
My position did start on my mine were more expensive, so they must be better. But whatever. I guess yeah, I just didn't like it's funny enough as those were the other pair that I tried.
Really, the Terras?
Yeah, and I didn't, and I just they right away they just nah.
They're not for everyone.
And since I've been buying boots, the choices have become way more.
I know, it's nuts.
Yeah, I've seen it grow to what it is now, and it's not like I love laces, but if I and more people have them than not, like Tariq's boots are like lace free. like it makes me feel like you're a kindergartner if you can't.
Oh my god, I hate lace free. I hate it.
I like to slide. I don't tie my shoes. Like
Yeah.
I like slide my feet in and out of my shoes, and they got
But,
laces.
come on. And laces suck because like as the time goes on, the laces get longer and longer and longer.
No, it's not that. Oh, they shred.
yeah, they shred. It's
when you
so
used to work, they
annoying.
might have got burnt.
What's work?
Yeah, and so you fucking go. If anything, the cheapest part of my boots are the laces. Even when I tried them, I was
Well-
like, "What the fuck are these boots doing with these laces?"
You know you can buy metal laces, right?
I've seen leather laces. I don't
They
know what
have metal ones actually at the place you got.
Yeah, I'm sure they have
like
everything
metal ones, but they were like I think they were like $80.
There's
I'm like,
zero
I'm
chance.
not doing that.
Zero,
There's no
zero
way.
chance. I'm so stupid, like, and let my boots get so old or whatever. If my laces break,
Yeah.
I'll fucking tie wrap my fucking shoes. Like, I'll take a zip tie and fucking like zip it up, and then you'll get a spark down your boot. You can't take your foot out.
Oh, God.
Because you can't. So fucking knock on wood. That hasn't happened
That'll
for
never
quite a while.
happen to me forever.
So I thought that was kind of fucking funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I hate.
I didn't mean it like that, Jay. I was just.
You were a little competitive.
I was. I'm not saying I wasn't. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to give you a point here, but I'm just going to I'm going to agree to disagree on the fucking boots here. But I was like very surprised it wasn't just a vanilla conversation. Nice boots.
Jay,
I started
you know
it.
better than that.
I started it. It's my fault. I started.
You said
At least
it.
At least we agreed that we have zero respect for anybody that gets lace-free work boots.
No, fuck that.
That's the main point we're going to take away from this. Okay. I kind of love the heat. I don't like working in it. Like
Yeah.
I just like now that it's August 1st today. Like I'm in the middle of summer. Like I'm not going to the beach. But I hate the fucking snow in the winter so much that whatever discomfort the heat gives, like I can handle it, right? And so, but along with this last 2 weeks of like feeling the pressure and trying to learn a new truck and whatever, everything about it and the scope of it, like you're up and down so much. Like there's so much like fucking like steps and zone minutes and all these things that I've been getting for the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
That along with the heat, like I said, I've been exhausted. Like not for the first time. I started to think, like, am I pushing myself am I too old for this? Like I'm not like the oldest, but am I just starting? Am I just starting
that
to?
serious?
Not like, oh my god, I got like because I've put myself in a position that I don't really want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not like, but and I feel like I get the respect for what I do, even for myself. I feel the pride of it and have all that stuff. But am I just like delusional? Like I try to like think of like, oh, it's good to keep, and I know this is the part because I'm a year away from like being in surgery, and I jump back into the fire. And for those 4 months when I wasn't doing anything physical, like you know what I mean, like I don't know how to get my body keep moving like that. So the fact that I have that kind of physical job, I think is good for my body.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm delusional. Like I don't know if I think that really you're stressing yourself out physically. It's not like I'm like crawling home. But I don't know how much stress I'm putting my body under. I don't see too many other people my age that do as physical a job.
Yeah.
I'm not hanging around with them either, though.
Yeah.
Right? But like you're smart enough to graduate, like in your late 30s, do a non-physical job. So I just like never had that in me, and I was just like, "Fuck, man, is it me? It's not the heat, it's not the job, it's not the fucking Chinese fucking Lego, it's not all this stuff. It might just be you. You know what I mean?"
Did you erase that thought now?
No, it's part of it's in there, but it depends on who I compare it to. Because I compare it to a lot of younger people that are dumb.
Yeah.
I compare it to older people that are dumb and slow. Like some who I think is closer to my age, like that Mike guy or the older black painter, like prepper. Like I see them, they're doing. I don't know. I'm sure they're doing great work or whatever. But I don't see them like pacing it up. You know what I mean? Like I see them at a pace that's you know what I mean? Like whatever. So when I compare that, I go, well, I'm at least doing what I think these kind of guys do or whatever. And then I see other younger people that are so hard for them to pick it up, like to do the work. Like, you know what I mean? Like and I'm just like, yeah, part of my frustration this week was just like, yeah, you know what, man? I told myself, like, I'd like to stop working on this for a while and build a bumper tomorrow. Like just do something, like just fucking do some brainless work that I see other people getting away with.
Oh yeah, like I was talking to our buddy T, and he's like, oh, you didn't leave me anything last night. I'm like, oh, my bad, because I always try to leave something for him, like specifically so that he could do his thing. I said, Well, yeah, I mean, you could have done this. He's like, no. Simple work. Simple work. I just want to do bumpers, slide into, because now his back is fucked up and everything. He's like, I just want to do the simple shit. He's like, before I used to be that. Now, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't blame him, but I couldn't do that.
But yeah, but
But that's smart.
sometimes you want to have a break. Sometimes you want to, pace yourself.
Like I probably don't realize how close to his age, my age he is. You know what I mean?
Probably,
Like
you guys probably the same age.
But so he's just like, yeah, no, fuck you. I'm not like I'm too old and my back's sore, so I'll just do that.
Yeah.
I find that would be my day would be twice as long if I did that.
Yeah, probably.
Like I don't know. I don't
Probably.
like so. But yeah, like part of it all, part of the heat, part of it's like, fuck, man, you are probably too old to be going at it the way that you're going at it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to really do with that.
You know what's funny? My days are never long.
I bet. Well,
I couldn't tell you when I had a long day. Like that I was dragging out, that I was watching the time. I couldn't even tell you when I had one of those.
Yeah, I don't have them. I don't know what that is. Like I know I can imagine it more than maybe you can, but yeah, that's probably the best. But
Well, people always say that, like, well, the running joke is we don't do anything, right? Like, you know what I mean? But like, my days are never long. If I wasn't doing anything, my days would be super long.
I'm not saying this for you to hear, like, but I know it's not true because
I know you know.
yeah, but like, and I know you know, like, it's not like that's all you can ever hope for.
No
is your
long days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's
It's
all you can
great.
ever fucking. That's why none of it matters.
Yeah.
Whatever all the other bullshit is, like you've set yourself up. Like you've. I used to like working overtime, so I can't imagine it now. So I'm definitely too old for overtime. But like you come in sometimes so early, like you've asked for all that extra responsibility.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said, like you have to do that to keep things going, like as they are. Like even when you first went on to nights and we would fucking talk, you had way more time for me back then.
Yeah.
Right? Like you had
Yeah.
way more time. You could have talked for 20 minutes without anybody coming over and interrupting. You can't come over for fucking 7 minutes.
I know, it's
without somebody
nuts.
fucking coming over now. And it's always something you have to fucking deal with, and you're always whatever, like trying to I'm sure figure out what time you're gonna, because you got to make your round. So your rounds start earlier with the people that leave earlier.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
fucking have your thing. But it's how it works out. Like I said, like they don't come in earlier before the guys at 6 o'clock in the morning to set them up. Right? Like, so like Marcel comes in the exact same time
Yep.
as the people that he's supposed to set up work for.
Yep.
So you guys like move, you know what I mean? Your buddy Booby fucking is doing his organization job. Like however fucking much you want, like we want to criticize who he is. You know what I mean? Like he is keen on fucking running a schedule that you've created or that's been created. So yeah, that involves like a lot of things on the go. So I see it. I see them all coming. I know that doesn't stop at 6:30.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it goes on. But I also so there could easily be a perception for people of my ilk that if they walk by where your computers are set up and you'll see like a 2, 3, 7-person fucking conversation going on there sometimes, it's like fucking like it must be nice. I don't know how it started. I don't know how it like naturally, it's not a thing, but you could see that like there's not much work going on. And if you see it a lot,
Yeah.
you'd be like, these people don't do anything.
100%.
But it's not it's like I said, it's easy to fucking look at that and see it once or twice and think it happens all the time. And you wouldn't get anything done if that's the way it happened all the time. And if you get to do that, then you get to do that. I've gotten over your other workers fucking how they work together or how they have their little fucking communal meetings, and just like that would never fly like
On
during the
days.
days or
Yeah.
do what's on. But it's not. You can't. I can't compare it. I'm not even trying to. I'm just looking at it and trying.
No, I see it.
And
It
see,
annoys
just like
me,
it
actually.
doesn't. What's that?
It annoys me, actually.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not how. It's like that's how that. You have to separate how the two shifts are run.
Yeah.
And how you get that team effort where before you used to say like these guys will jump off this job and go to that and help it move it along. And just like those conversations don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
That pressure that I felt to get this truck out like for the end of the month for them, you give to your guys every night.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, but
100%.
there is no other pressure during the day. During the day, they're fucking hanging on by a thread. I'm watching people that just like I said, like are not blaming on how they're being trained or how they don't know how to train them fucking properly. They don't know how to get anything out of them. And when you see them, like I said, some of them people pick and choose who they give extra attention to. And it's not for that person to shine. It's for that person because they don't want to do the hard work of making another person. It's just like, yeah, this is easy.
Yeah.
I'll work on this guy. I'll help this guy build a floor side by side. But you, I'm not too fucking keen of you.
You keep talking back.
You just go and I'll fucking talk shit about you.
You talk too loud on FaceTime.
Oh boy, does he ever.
We're talking about the same person.
I don't. Yeah, I can imagine. I wouldn't want to fucking train some of these people.
Yeah.
Right. And then some of the people that are even really bad, and then they refuse to fucking do anything about it. Like I would just be done. Like you can't do. Some people talked about. I don't even know how we got this part. Like so, you're frustrated as much as anybody else would be. See, I'm not frustrated because I don't have to deal with them. I just have to look at them.
Yeah.
But you just say, yeah, this guy, why are you giving this guy a chance? And then they say, nah, come on, he might get it one day or he might do that. That doesn't help you in a conversation with your buddy who now thinks he's doing way more work.
Yeah.
Right? And I recognize that. But that's a luxury that they don't have to put the pressure on them to get that done during the day. They just don't, they're not good at it. So I don't care how much you talk on the computer or do whatever you do. Whatever you do to make your day, the fact that your day isn't long, I recognize that. I don't think that you sit there waiting for the clock to go.
That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, man. I was going to start I was going to engage in Twitter earlier, like a couple weeks ago. I said, you know what I think I might do? And I still could do it.
You're going to respond to a tweet you're saying?
No. I was going to maybe turn our Twitter feed into a South Park aggregator. Like, you
Why
know how
not?
much... Yeah, I will. I can. It's just if I feel like doing the effort. Well, two things. I never watch it the day it comes out, so I'm a little bit behind. So, however you want to say it. Since Big Brother's been on, I avoid Twitter a bit because there's spoilers on there.
Yeah,
right? Like, they talk... I don't do
man.
live feeds. And not that it's that important. I don't know if you've been watching Big Brother or not.
We got fucked up on Big Brother since we had visitors, so we didn't watch it in like a week. We're so far behind.
Okay, so then you've... I guess it's not on your feed to get sports. So I've just kind of avoided it a little bit there. But like South Park, I've talked about before. I got fucking t-shirts of the guy. Like, it's always been one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
The guy I can't speak highly of it enough or whatever. And so it got delayed. I'm sure you haven't watched it, but have you seen any memes about it?
Yep.
Any clips about it or whatever?
About Donald Trump?
Bro, like, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like it's like everything that I love about them. Like they find the fucking humor in everything, and they poke fun at both sides every time.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But the way that they just did this one, like so. It came out like last Wednesday, and I save it for the weekend so I can be nice and high and just like I don't want to watch it in the middle of the week, whatever. It's just one of my weirdness. And so after it was on, I could kind of start seeing a couple of spoilers. I just saw like that top of a fucking clip, and I'm like, no way, I'm not. You know, what I mean, like, shut it down. So I didn't know anything about it, so I avoided it until I saw it. And then I saw a bunch of the memes. Like I'm not even going to just fucking watch it. Like you can't. And so
I want to watch it.
No,
actually.
you have to. Like I would love to fucking talk about the whole fucking thing about it because even the reactions, like, well, this is what it was because they say everything I wish I think of saying too, like in a lot of different ways. And I wouldn't want to be this engaged, but they're so funny and the memes have got to be fucking hilarious now. So when I end up finishing seeing it and I'll be not scared to go on Twitter, I see how everything's getting, how the actual fucking clips that are being sent and the comments around it. And now I can engage in that conversation because, it's very hard. Again, it's one of my favorites. It's very hard to attack South Park.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're not like the libtards. They're not fucking like God-fearing Republicans.
Yeah.
Like they're, you know what I mean? They're just South Park.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they were saying faggot and retard way before, and they, you know what I mean?
They still say it?
They started to again. Like this is why, like, because this is where it comes out. Like there's fucking genius. Like everything about them. Like I said, there's so much. Like I could just watch over and over and over again because. Like how they portray Trump has even changed because it used to be Mr. Garrison.
Yeah.
Like and even when in like 2000, like so long ago, 2016, they had Mr. Garrison going up as Trump going up against fucking Hillary Clinton, and they were saying, "Oh, this is like a choice between a fucking whatever they call Trump and calling her a shit sandwich."
Yeah.
Like they know love. They saw what was wrong with this other side, and they leaned into the Trumpness of it a bit, and they had this. At the time, a very cartoonish character, like no ironic there, and And this time they turned him into Saddam Hussein, right? Like they gave him the real head in fucking bed, like cozying up with Satan. Actually, the aggressor of Satan. Satan's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clip.
And the fucking Lil Dick and everything about it. Like they were even making fun of Paramount for like that. I read an article about
Who
it.
gave
like,
them the deal?
Yeah, because they caved in on other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have no love for authority.
Yeah.
Right? Like they are or hypocrisy. Like that's why they love both sides. They're not scared. They're only scared to take on Muhammad.
Or do they hate both sides?
They do. They because they hate both sides. Like you and I should hate both sides. Right? Like they're not a fucking cheerleader for anybody. They're a cheerleader for free speech.
Yeah.
And so that's part of why they would always talk like little kids talk, or we talk like say faggot and retard and all that. And then over the last few years, when that's kind of phased out, like if you watch it on like regular TV shows, like they'll bleep out retard.
Yeah.
Then they stop saying faggot altogether. And they stopped saying, I've said it about a million times this episode, so I'm not looking for a reason to say these words, but, and they leaned away from, you know what I mean? Like, some of that, like just those two words. They just didn't say it for the shock value. So, but they come out now. Cartman wears fucking Elon Musk. Woke is dead. Like he's like, remember Elon Musk comes out after the fucking election, like woke is dead, and you can say retard again. You can say, all, you know what I mean? Like what's all this? And so they're like fucking saying, yeah, who's this retarded faggot in the White House? Right? And so like they're on their own thing. So the right media, whatever, comes out and starts talking shit like about the hypocrisy of the left. Like they don't like these words unless they're used on a fucking person against them. It's like that might be true for whatever entities, but it's not true for South Park.
Yeah,
like they've been here before you were here, and they've been saying those things, and so it's very. Like I said, it's very hard, undeniable. Like you can't call them like hypocritical left people that are now going to call you retard because you know what I mean. Like whatever you think it's okay to say. No, they were saying it before you were, and so Cartman leans into this woke. You know what I mean? Like he loves playing the victim, and so now the fact that like it's just hard to describe everything about it.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't
really
want to
watch it. I actually wanted to watch South Park before that. Ever since you've been bringing it up lately, I've been thinking like, you know, like I was thinking one time, I was like, you know, I should watch like all the South Park movies and surprise Jay and tell him that I've watched them all.
Oh man, I would know, but I want to watch it too, so I would be more familiar with them.
Yeah,
because even before, so I'm stoked that this is now an actual 10-episode season.
Yeah,
right. Because before they were doing these little like
movies,
90,
which I actually think was a great model.
Yes,
doing it like that, I think that's a great model.
They were not well. It's. As a consumer, I want to see it every week.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure. But everybody does it every week.
True. No, that's
fine. Set yourself apart. You are South Park. You're known for setting yourself apart.
It's only like, true. It's only like in the past like 8 years or even a little bit long that they've actually gone episodic. Yeah. Before episode 2 and 3 could be totally separate from each other. Yeah. And now they started, doing other fucking things. It started with the election stuff. Yeah, they ran all the way up. And so, you should, like, I would be nothing but happier to fucking
well, now I'm not going to do it because I told you. But I will watch the.
You don't have to do it as well. I felt like I wanted to rewatch almost every one. Like, I was just so excited to see it again and then see the reaction of both sides. And then again, this article that I read was something about like, because the episode came out, like they got a huge amount of money for the last deal,
1 point something billion or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, how fucking like
crazy,
amazing, right? For a fucking for the cheapest cartoon you could imagine, John, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, the fucking geniuses. So. And so this article said, like, be careful what you like, whatever. Like there were at first there was talk of dissing Paramount or whatever it is for caving into Trump to make a fucking federal deal or whatever they had to do, and he got them to cancel Colbert, right? Because he says bad things about me, and I don't want. And the whole Putin of it is just like fucking. You got a dictator here who's now dictating what the press is going to fucking say and who they can be on TV and all that, and so. So there was that angle, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, okay, that's." But I think Colbert isn't that good of a show anyway, right? Like, I'm not missing.
But it did numbers though,
I guess, right? But like, so I was looking.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
See, and so, but I also said like late night talk shows are dead. You can't compare them to what, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like nobody watches shows at fucking 11:30 at night to fucking live TV.
No. If I'm
I don't do it, then you don't know
watching a
anybody.
late show, I'm watching it early in the morning.
And the only ones that are survived are like the Jimmy Fallons or the Jimmy Kimmels that clip it
Yeah,
for fucking, you know
100%.
what I mean? Like, so it's a different world. So these shows have had to be mostly downsized. So it wasn't like a surprise for me like that. But the article was saying, so they gave South Park this money, and it's hard to find this is why it's hilarious to me to call them like whatever, hypocritical left. The fandom of South Park is not left or right.
Yeah.
It's more actually right than left. It's more 4chan-ish. It's more of the internet.
Yep.
It's more disenchantized young people. It's more people that want to fucking fuck the system over. It's old school people like me too. It's everything. It's people that are like want to mock the establishment and want to and laugh at it and say a few bad words and be childish. Like there's no like and not take it so seriously and all that. So to try to fucking like knock it, you come across so stupid.
Yeah,
You come
for sure.
it falls by the wayside, and it's easy to attack. Liberal people who love CNN or whatever, or fucking or Stephen Colbert, but probably like the Trump fan base will lean to South Park fan base like more than not. Like it'll be an intersection. Like it'll be hard for Trump to. Like there'll be a lot of people, I'm sure you can that will just disown if Trump tells them to disown South Park. They
would.
But I think I'm saying, and again, my fandom is that might be where the rubber hits the road.
Well, yeah, you can't. There's certain things it's like stand-up comics. Like some things you just don't attack, even though they are getting the heat nowadays. It's still like that's comedy, man.
Well, that's like Chappelle with transgender stuff.
Yeah, like bro, it's comedy. Like, well, they went a different angle. They said he was being like, he wasn't even being. They said he was being a way he wasn't being. But in general, and I had this conversation at work. There's certain things that you're having a stand-up show. You know what you're going there for. You're watching South Park. You know what you're watching for. If you're gonna go there to watch there and get offended, then don't watch it. Apparently, Trump was seething. Apparently,
yeah.
All reports are saying that he was not happy.
That's the fucking funny part of it.
Obviously, he's never watched South Park then.
But that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's But then this is where. But somebody who's never watched South Park and is used to using his bullying tactics to fucking say like, "Oh, I'm doing this for you and me." Like I'm the guy that champions you. No. Wait a sec. This show that I've been watching since 1991 or whatever, they're the ones who speak for me.
Yeah.
Like this is who I want to hear. Like no, I don't agree with. Like again, I already don't. I partly love it because the things that I recognize right away, like, because I wish that, like, I didn't believe any of the things. Like, I stopped listening to Rogan. I can't fucking stand a lot of the other. And it's just like, I'm hearing other people speak exactly how I was thinking at that time. This is how they're feeling, him acting like a king. I've even learned in this article that a lot of these fucking podcasters, even Rogan himself, have started to criticize him. Like even some like saying fucking like they should try, like not Rogan, but some that you would never even heard, like Mike Smith or Tim Dillon or whatever, saying they should be like, I'm embarrassed that I voted for him.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And fucking saying he should be tried for war crimes, just what he's doing like here, there, and other things, and really recognizing some of the things that I, you know what I mean, like saying exactly that they got duped and they wish that they didn't stump for him.
Yeah.
And so he's losing even those type of people that were making a living off of fucking like hyping him up.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy to see that. I don't know what it's going to result in. Probably nothing.
But
it's fun to watch. It's way better than the fucking rawness and somebody is way better at explaining things than I am. Is doing it in the best way possible. And so it's fucking. So I wanted to start sharing that shit. So the problem is I have to wait till I see the show to start sharing it. And again, I have to
You already saw it, so you can go.
No, but that was the first one, and I never did because I talk a lot and I don't do it. But now that I've tweeted my own personal shit, put the fire truck out there, and I'll watch episode 2 either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then I'll go on Twitter and I'll start. I promise you, by the end we start doing this again, I will at least retweeted 2-3 things. Okay.
How long are the episodes this go around?
They're just 20-minute long.
It's 20 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, so but I don't know what gets clipped. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to make my own clips.
When I first saw their deal, I was thinking like, imagine the bidding war on all these streaming services for South Park. Like, there's no way Paramount had the only rights to pay for that. I imagine every streaming service was trying to get that show.
So I don't know the full details. You're not right.
$1 billion? $1 billion and only Paramount? That sounds ridiculous.
You know,
you don't negotiate like that.
Okay, but this is the problem. You know what? Yeah, I get it. So I don't know the details either. But what I do know is they sold their soul to the devil a long time ago with Comedy Central.
True.
No, like Comedy Central only exists because of South Park.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
That's who it even shows at the beginning of the episode now.
I know.
When you watch an episode of South Park, you know how you watch other things and it's like 18 production companies come out in fucking front of the show or after the show. Like it's MTV, it's Paramount, it's fucking Comedy Central, and it might even be something else. Whatever. But those Comedy Central has them by the fucking balls in some capacity.
Yeah, but Comedy Central. Wait, that's not a Paramount company.
See, it's part of like what I think is that I think MTV bought Comedy Central or Viacom. See, Viacom is a thing.
Yeah,
these
Viacom.
umbrella companies.
Yeah, true.
So Comedy Central has been swallowed up years ago in these mergers. And now it's gone from all these other mergers to that's why the challenge is on Paramount. It's like MTV is owned by Paramount, which is probably owned by fucking Viacom or one of the other twos, or I don't know, maybe Viacom doesn't even exist anymore. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Right? But all these other fucking deals. But the one thing that truly remains is Comedy Central and South Park. And those are, so they've not but they don't produce anything else.
For sure, but $1 billion.
Yeah. So they can't just go where they want.
I think I don't know.
This is what even got delayed. This is why they had to wait till it was supposed to come out for more weeks and this whole deal and all this stuff. They are beholden in a certain type of way to a certain type of thing.
Is it to Paramount?
Yeah, no, it's to
because
Comedy
there
Central.
There are a lot of shows who are there's Comedy Central shows on Netflix.
Yeah, but so now their back catalog is now only on Paramount. So they're making bank. It's like a fucking shady record deal that's making a deal off of every Kanye or Drake record, you know what I mean? Or somebody that's making big money now, and they signed when they were a fucking 14-year-old, and they got 10% of their fucking lifetime earnings.
A lot of Taylor Sheridan shows are only on Paramount, right?
Yeah, see, but he so maybe when he was a struggling actor, you know what I mean? So they might they'll always have something on Yellowstone for him. And that's why he makes a whole other show.
But to give up $1 billion for how many seasons?
Till 2030, I think. So probably only like 6 seasons.
6 seasons. $1 billion for 6 seasons is insane without any sort of other people fighting for this.
Because I would have bought, if I couldn't get it on my box, I would have bought Paramount to watch it.
No, for sure. But why would Paramount spend that money?
Because people like me would buy that's what gets them to stream.
But if there's nobody else that they're fighting for, why not give them
you're right. I don't know.
$500 million?
No, I don't. It's not like they. But there is something about it.
Something had to go on.
But there's something about it that they don't have the freedom to go where they really want to go. They tried.
But $1 billion.
They were on HBO. It's gone back and forth.
You're right.
You're right.
$1 billion
for a fucking cartoon that they can make in 6 days.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's baffling that much money. And just what did they just say? Oh yeah, well you got to give me $1 billion. They're like, okay, we'll give you $1 billion, and no leverage, no nothing at all.
Yeah,
you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. And they're like, yeah, we'll just succumb to your demands.
I can't even imagine how I can't come up with this situation that money gets recouped.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I don't know how anything works. I don't know what the value of that is to them. I don't know if it's much that if we lose this to Netflix, then we will be $2 billion less profitable by 31.
Subscribers will leave.
Yeah. Or they won't even start. There must be some kind of real data. Yeah. Your fucking sleep track numbers fucking have nothing compared to the data that they can do.
Exactly.
So it's not like this number was fucking...
For sure.
It's amazing. You're right. It's confounding. It could come to that. But that's...
movies aren't even $1 billion.
So this is where my
movies gross... hundreds of millions.
I feel like I'm in the locker room right now telling you that because my boots are $300, that they're better than your fucking boots that are $250. And I'm saying that this proves that my favorite show is the best show out there because they paid fucking $1.2 billion for 10 episodes in 4 years.
If they paid that for a bidding war, I would say that. But if it was just, we'll succumb to your needs.
That's even that war?
No.
Then imagine how much they would have gotten a bidding war. If you're the only person that can sign Aaron Judge, then you know what I mean. If he's got,
I would give him nothing.
Yeah, That's how you get fucked. But if you I got a player option next year. Like that's why does Kevin Durant make so much money? It's because he's always got the leverage.
Yeah, but also, does Paramount have the leverage? They're not the top 2 streaming service providers.
That's what
like it's Apple, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. Like they're not even up there in those 3 guys. Apple has already surpassed them. So how do we justify this $1 billion deal?
I think
is it running on TV as well though?
No.
It's not on TV at all.
It might be. It might be.
That's this crazy $1 billion, but that's great for them.
Yeah, it's like, but so there must, like I said, that kind of monster is very hard to attack. And part of those are the Trump fan base.
Yeah.
And they're going to come to, like, they're coming to a realization, like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, oh, yeah, like, yeah, let's not, I don't know. I don't know what they feel when they fucking mock. Like, when they mock Canada, it's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? I see the fucking retardedness of it all. Like, when they were
mock
doing
Canada?
Every now and then, but mostly they put them in a decent light.
I'm boycotting.
One time they was this fun where there was like a royal wedding, but it was a royal Canadian wedding, and it was like, it was fucking, you know, you could just see how, they just, whatever, they treat us different. But this is an older one when they first had Garrison as Trump. He wanted to build the wall, and and you realize it was a wall between Canada and America. He was like, all these fucking foreigners coming here, they're talking weird, they're wanting to learn all this stuff, and then they show a bunch of Canadians playing pool at the bar. Hey, buddy, hey, guy, and they're fucking doing their Canadian thing, and they're, I'm sick of these fucking foreigners. We're building the wall, and they ended up Canada built the wall. Yeah, fuck you, we're keeping you out, and they fucking it's like, oh no, you can't build a wall against us. Fuck you, buddy.
Trade war.
Yeah, it was way before its time.
Yeah,
and so
that's
it's
great.
not. But they, you know, if you can't if you can't laugh at yourself,
no.
And so the idea, like Trump is the ultimate person that can never laugh at himself.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
And then even if people, you know, like whatever, if you start to fucking hang out with somebody who can't laugh at themselves, you're gonna stop hanging out with that person.
I would never.
And if I can't,
Fuck that.
Obama used to fucking have to take the joke.
Yeah.
Right? Like fucking, like they didn't make fun of him that much, but they kind of did. They
did,
but
for sure.
He's in on the joke. If you laugh at it, you got me, then you diffuse the whole thing.
Trump will just get your show canceled.
Yeah, but now $1.2 billion is real. That's what I'm saying. He's already made the deal. It's way more detailed than this or whatever, but it appears he's concentrating so much on Stephen Colbert. And it's like, yeah, you badmouthed me, I'm going to get you fired. That's so much more high profiled than this stupid cartoon, right? Like in sophisticated, you know, your barbecue, they'll be talking about Colbert. They won't be talking about South Park, right? At the barbecue you're going to.
Oh yeah, probably.
Right? Like
yeah.
those high,
Exactly.
like they're all fucking professionals, right?
And fuck Colbert.
That's right. No, but they'll be like that. They'll be.
Did you say fuck?
No, but they'll be like, oh, he got the raw end of the deal or whatever, right? Like you talk bad about Trump and you're going to go down. That's fine. Make the deal, but look at Colbert would never have gone as far as South Park did.
No, of course
so
not.
like, yeah, go ahead, concentrate on this. Oh yeah, good deal, Trump. Oh yeah, you got us. Here you go. Fucking, how do you like this?
Yeah.
Like way more. So I'm laughing at that. So no promises. You know, I talk a lot of shit about Twitter. So I'm going to maybe start.
You promised.
Retweeting.
You promised.
I did promise, but I'm not. You know, my promises are very shallow. So I'm going to fucking try for that. Totally, I'm not going to bore the people with F1 talk because F1 could be boring all by itself. So this is their last race
F1
this
is
weekend.
never boring. Don't say that.
How dare you? What are you talking? I just asked you, is this going to be a boring race this weekend?
No, Jay, we're not talking about that.
What
F1
did you
is
say?
the greatest sport
What
right
did you say
now.
when I asked if we're going to get a boring race this weekend?
So it's not Spa. Spa was last week.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring up Spa because I'm watching Spa and I see the POV and I'm like, fucking, wait a sec. This track looks... I remember this track from Gran Turismo. And I haven't played Turismo for a while, but I had got the steering wheel. I'm all about it. And certain tracks stick in my mind more than others. When you play it, again, I'm just a fucking idiot playing video games, you only look at it like at breaking points. The whole overallness of the track, I can't, like, I just don't, like, recognize it. You see the little track map and you see, oh, you're coming up to these hairpins or whatever. But basically when I'm racing, I'm just like, how fucking late do I brake here? Oh, this is a sharper turn. Like, this is where can you're doing the fucking time trials or whatever. You're, like, trying to pick up time and you see that. Yeah. So over the course of me playing video games, certain tracks kind of stick out. But I don't know them by name. Like, this is, again, me and my lack of fucking focus, is that it's just like, oh, yeah, this track. Oh, I remember this corner. So I've been watching F1 now for a couple of years, and I I like my tracks that I like for certain reasons. And this Spa one in Belgium, it's just like picturesque.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
talked about it a bunch of times. It's like plopped in the middle of the fucking enchanted forest or something.
Yeah.
And just like, wow, wouldn't that be something?
Half the track's elevated.
yeah,
like,
no, yeah. Like it's just
crazy.
not. And watching the race, you don't get that.
Yeah, you don't really don't see.
The more you watch it, you recognize it. Like
Yeah.
you're going up the hill and you recognize it. And as over the years go by, you're like, oh yeah, this one, and you see it. But I've never really retained that kind of the detail of it all or whatever. And so I knew I liked this track and I knew where it was. And I'm watching the fucking qualifying or practice or whatever it was, sprint race, and they show a POV of like the whole lap basically. And I've seen that before. Another one I'm watching. I'm just like, wait a second. Because that's how I play. I play from the POV of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. And it just all came to me. Like, oh my God, this is my one of my favorite tracks on the game. And I wanted to play it right away to fucking try to use what I was seeing on TV. But the buzz of watching the POV and seeing how, that was the only time I actually got it.
Wow.
And then after that, I couldn't not see it. I couldn't say like everything about it. Oh, they're going up the hill now. Oh, there's that. You can take that corner full out. And like, I wanted to see if like I would probably learn more. I'd probably be a better Turismo racer if I, married the two fucking visuals.
For sure.
I don't, but I can't. I do have that kind of memory. You know, like the layout of tracks like that.
Some of them, yeah.
Really,
Like
eh?
my favorite ones, the ones I really like, yeah.
You can see that they're going up the elevation now. Like
Yeah.
you retain that, like
100%.
crazy. You've seen the drivers blindfold, like
Yeah,
they put a
doing the
blindfold on them
sounds.
and they
Yeah.
go on the chalkboard or whatever.
Yeah.
And they fucking and it's almost dead to fucking
Have
right.
you seen the ones where they do it just by sound?
No sound.
Yeah, they get blindfolded or they just
Oh
put
my
on headphones
God.
and they can hear how they do the engines and they gear up and gear down and brake and they're just like instant. Like after probably like 2 turns, they know the track.
It's insane, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I can recognize it, like when I'm trying to find brake zones in my little video game and do all that, like these professionals, like
that's
these
what they live.
these masters of their craft, that you just see how easy they make it look.
Yeah.
And like there's no, see, I don't give them the full compliment they should that they're doing all this at like fucking the speeds they are.
Oh, I that's the hardest thing to translate when you try to tell people about the sport. Like when I talk to Selena about it, or like when Brenton's over and I'm telling him about the sport, I'm just like, bro, do you know how fast they're going? Like, you drive on the highway at 100 kilometers an hour and you don't want to take certain corners. These guys are doing that at double the speed. The corners you don't want to take, they're doing it at double the speed.
They're breaking down to
Yeah.
180 to do it.
And then when they're trying to go faster the next time, so it's so hard to translate that to people.
It gave me a huge respect for it. It made me feel like dumb that I was like, oh, like whatever. This is how I view it.
Well,
This is-
sorry.
Go ahead.
That famous Eau Rouge where it goes up, it's like
Yeah.
the left and then the right. If you see that turn, like I've seen like a guy walking on the track and he was talking about the track, like it looks easy when you see it in the race, but then when you see it like close up, it's like a pretty good. It's like almost as steep or that like an on ramp onto a highway type of a thing. And so you're like they're making this left and then they're going right immediately and they're going uphill. Like it's like crazy that they're doing that kind of shit.
The fucking the graphics on the track at that point are confusing for me to watch.
Yeah.
like because they don't like they have like the lane. Or they had but like it's there's all these extra lines on like
Oh,
they
yeah.
enhance like the swoopness
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that. I think we're talking, and it's just like in my mind it confuses me. Like I was like I don't know how they don't go off track somewhere. I mean, but they're like so good. Like yeah, that's a perfect example. Just imagine. Oh, that's just a high speed arcing fucking like elevated turn.
Yeah.
like it's got to be so hard to hold on to.
Oh, for
like I just think of a
sure.
go-kart like fucking 12 laps in a fucking warehouse and it's like fucking dying here.
Yeah.
Like I fully respect that, but you were mocking me that I didn't realize that what the track looked
Yeah,
like
I
after
don't-
spending, you know what I mean? Like all that time
I don't know
on the
how.
video game.
I have no idea
But it just
how.
turns into another track. It just, you know what I mean? It's again, I'm not looking at it like that.
I'll say like in video games they don't just do the F1 tracks. So when I'm looking at I'm looking at it over a course of how many races is there? Like
Yeah,
20
24,
something races this year. But in the video games, they're doing all
Yeah,
the
there's
tracks.
hundreds
There's
of tracks.
so many other tracks like GT3 tracks, like all the tracks that people don't use. And then there's variations of each track. So
Thank you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I could justify it.
Yeah.
I did feel a little dumb, and you are a little bit. You had a point to say there. So
That one's just very famous. But yeah.
I get it, but you're right. It's getting all caught up in the other fucking thing or whatever. So again, totally sidetrack for topics or whatever. So who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
My favorite wrestler.
Well, you can tell who
WWE.
you. We also want to know who your moms were. We know your mom's fucking right into it. But
Right.
Your mom's like the ladies wrestling. But were you
Yeah.
into wrestling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you collect any fucking wrestling figures or anything like that? Like,
Yeah, I had some, but
Did you ever go to a wrestling show?
No, I wish.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
So
It's funny. The boys were making noise in their bedroom, and I looked on the camera and they were wrestling.
this
They're
dude, they
doing
probably don't watch
pins.
WWF.
They just see like Sire will watch it if I'm
yeah?
watching it. I think they see clips with. I think Sire was Undertaker.
Oh my
Like,
god!
you know what I
That's
mean?
Tammy's favorite.
Oh,
Tammy's
yeah?
favorite. Like when I met her, and still not Tammy's favorite is the
Undertaker?
Undertaker. Yeah, I've never met anybody else whose favorite was the Undertaker.
Oh, a lot of people I know favorite was Undertaker, like
Okay.
in school. My favorite was Kane.
Really?
Right? Yeah, that's always
Interesting.
been my
I've definitely never
favorite.
met a fucking Kane
Oh
favorite.
man, Kane is, and yeah, he's probably
Why?
my favorite. I don't know. I don't really know.
So
he's
was
just
Hogan passe by the time?
I was never a Hogan fan.
I'm because it's a totally different timeline
I
for
watched
me.
him in WCW, like all of that. Like I was never.
I don't.
a
I think
Hogan
you're too
fan.
young to appreciate who he was in like 19. Obviously, you weren't born yet, but like in 1980, like WrestleMania 1.
No.
Like,
Those no.
Like yeah, that's like me watching like Gorgeous George or something wrestling in the 50s, right? But he wasn't around when I started, so Hulk Hogan still was a thing.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard to fucking. I know you've heard the stories but it's very hard to realize how captivating it was for somebody my age to fucking watch wrestling at like WrestleMania 1 type
Yeah.
of thing. Like it was just so much bigger than life.
You went to a show?
I've been to many wrestling fucking shows.
No fucking way.
As a kid, I've seen Hulk Hogan wrestle at Maple Leaf Gardens.
no way,
Bro.
Jay. You never told me this.
We never talked about it. We never it's like I used to love I've met people that love it even more. I used to was totally into wrestling. I've seen at least one show, probably two at Maple Leaf Gardens when that was a
What?
thing. I remember
That
Hogan coming
is
out
sick.
probably fucking like 1984, 85. Just like in the whole in the scheme of things, I thought he was been there forever. Like, and not just recently, but then you read the timeline. That's at the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
Like that's at the beginning of him beating the Iron Sheik and the beginning
Yeah.
before, like all of it. And I think I've just dove into this world, and I did. But it's at perfect time for fucking all the wrestling to when Vince McMahon was buying up all the other fucking businesses and making the WWF as big as it was.
Yeah.
And then Hulk Hogan was just this you had no choice but as a little kid to love this fucking guy.
You know what's hilarious? I think I started watching wrestling at the perfect time.
See, yeah, I
Isn't
don't.
that crazy?
Yeah, I get it, but I don't think your time would have existed if my time didn't exist.
Oh, of course not.
Like you brought up Hogan and WCW. Like that's again I aged out of wrestling by then.
Yeah.
That's it's ironic because he had a fucking long career after that or whatever. And wrestling did get way better.
Yeah.
So you're right. There is an argument for what you're saying, but that's just a product of the times.
I was gonna say that's
like
what
I
it
can
is.
see. You know what I mean? Like. I see the backs that's been made off of,
Yeah.
or shoulder, but it was just like I said, so captivating. It was it's just a different time when they had those Saturday night main events. So they take off Saturday Night Live is off, and you can watch wrestling at 11:30 at night on Saturday, and they're these huge fucking things, the cartoons, the whole thing of it, and you realize that was a world for fucking for everybody to exist. So. Before I forget the fucking point, so I fucking saw those. So I already told before, Tammy's family loves wrestling. Her dad still watches it. Her grandma fucking watches it. Tammy has been to many fucking shows.
Holy.
And one of the first dates that we had, it wasn't a date, it was more of us that went. We went to a wrestling, we were fucking third or fourth row floors.
That's
Tammy,
sick.
we're
You
meeting.
could
we're
not
talking-
do that nowadays.
Tammy fucking said, do you want to go to this wrestling show? And I was like, I think I said no at first, and then she got tickets to go and sit with her friends, something else. And then I just was like, yeah, you know what? If you still want to do that wrestling thing, that'd be fucking great. We hadn't even been going out yet. We're just starting to know each other. And so in hindsight, she told me later, she fucking scrambled to fucking get new tickets.
Aw.
So me, Ricky, and her fucking sat on the floors, and then her other friends sat in the fucking golds or the reds further up. And it was just mind blowing. I was
Of course, you
drunk
couldn't do that
stoner then.
nowadays.
What?
You couldn't do that now.
Why?
Because tickets are so unobtainable now. They're thousands and thousands of dollars to get on the floor.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I just watched a thing about how they're pricing people out, WWE's pricing people. It's just crazy expensive now.
That seems stupid. Why
Right?
would you do that to your fan base?
Because people pay it. It's always sold out still.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah. I mean, Yeah, well, that's so not even being in. You don't realize how big wrestling still just gets. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like just massive, massive,
Jay,
massive.
I thought when I stopped watching wrestling that it was over.
Yeah, that's the
And-
thing, right? That's
and
everybody-
you're just like you're sadly mistaken because now they have different shows. They have different. They have like different. What do they have? WWE, and they have another one, NXT, which is
Oh, yeah.
which is like they have like so much shit going on.
We just started watching. We watched one episode, maybe two, and it's kind of all right. It's just all right. It's not a recommendation, but it's called LFG, which I realize is Let's Fucking Go, but it's Legends, Legends and Future Greats.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's very contrive, so I'm not too sure about it. But like Booker T's on it, and he's a fucking legend.
Oh, yeah.
Booker T's just fucking like he's
Love
so over
Booker
the
T,
top,
yeah.
right? Like these guys are fucking such characters, right?
Yeah.
Not the characters they are, but they just they fucking live into it. So I'll keep going. But the last match I remember going to was WrestleMania 18.
You went to a WrestleMania.
So last time there was in fucking,
man.
but hang on. So it was just a thing to go to at the time. Like I almost more remember the fucking traffic trying to get out of there or whatever. And we were in the Sky Dome floors almost all the way like to the fucking outfield wall.
Yeah.
Right. But we were floors and it was these fucking tied together, you know what I mean? Like metal fucking chairs you couldn't hit anybody with, but whatever. And because they were tied down. And it was Hogan versus The Rock, which now in hindsight was like the beginning of Hogan's return to fucking WWE.
Yeah.
And it was that they were trying to, the story goes now, like he was trying to be he was a bad guy because he
He's
had
a
left
heel?
to come back. He was a Hollywood Hogan and he was going up against The Rock, who had been transformed into the face of the company now.
Yeah,
whatever.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, no,
match.
it's turned into this iconic fucking thing.
Yeah.
And the crowd cheered for Hogan so much. Like they had to do, like the story goes now, they changed up how the match was going. The Rock was supposed to win, still ended up winning, but it turned into this whole huge return. The crowd dictated how Hogan's return came, not the company. You know what I mean? Usually it's all like scripted or however you want to say it. And the crowd we loved Hogan being there so much. I remember the fucking it's hard. I don't really remember, but I can kind of picture the roar, the loudness of the Sky Dome. Like every stupid fucking wrestling fan you can think of, like just cheering their fucking heart out for this. And so now it's turned into this legendary match, and it's crazy to say that we were there.
Yeah, that is amazing. That's freaking nice.
So your favorite wrestler was Kane.
Yes.
I love The Rock.
But Kane, Rock was
I love The Rock.
Rock is great. He always gets a great reaction.
Nobody, in my mind, there's like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my God, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's like, there is nobody without Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yo,
like,
he
it
was
could go on.
great. It's what's funny. I remember. This is one of my favorite, like Stone Cold. I don't know if you were watching it then. Stone Cold Steve Austin eras was where he had to sign a contract of not to be aggressive. Nobody could touch. He can only attack people. I think this was Eric Bischoff when he came over, and they made him sign a contract that he would get sued if he fought somebody without being provoked. So he would go around for weeks telling people that you have to hit me because they'd piss him off and they'd be like, no, Chris Jericho, all of them, they'd be like, they'd be like, I'm not gonna hit you because you can't do shit. And then they would accidentally tap him on the back, and he would be like, he'd be like yeah, it was great. That's one of my favorite. Hilarious.
My second favorite might be Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon as a wrestler, or as
as the character.
Yeah.
Like no, not his wrestling ability.
With his walk.
Yeah, his fucking you're fired and fucking. I mean, he's the whole documentary about him just shows how disgusting of a fucking power. But whatever. Yeah. I'm not here for that. Like him and Stone Cold together,
hilarious.
Is like there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Like I just get gleeful thinking about seeing that shit for the very first time.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't even it never got old for me. The fucking beer smashing, the finger, like the whole fucking thing. Like
the stunner is such a great finisher,
everything about it.
Man.
But just even the
stomping
fucking
the mud hole in people.
he changed it, man. They fucking just changed it around. And I've that gimmick or whatever it was, like that was perfect for me.
Yep.
Right? Like I know, like so yeah, I was just curious. Like that it was sad. So when like Hogan, when it's, I can't even say when somebody like that passes away.
I didn't,
because it's not even there's like, I don't know what the comparison would be. Like a rock star, like a politician, like who in your mind has that kind of like cultural like pull You know, like he's not the person he was in my era or 86 or when you came. He's a flawed person now.
For sure.
He's a fucking he's just a human.
For sure.
I even liked his fucking reality show.
Too bad he died in this era.
Well, how do you mean?
In the very woke era. Like he's getting a lot of flack online.
I think that's righteous. Like he's a staunch Trump like you can be
caught saying the N-word and
that's
everything
it's
all
unforgivable.
over. Yeah,
right? Like I don't care what era that is.
Yeah,
like it's not like.
But it would have been more forgivable, freaking 20 years ago if he would have died 20 years ago.
I don't think the word's forgivable. I think it would have just been swept under the rug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I don't think that's. I think a man should be judged not solely on like something like that. I think he was contrite about it. Like the whole story of that part is or whatever, right? Like in my mind, if you're caught on tape being like that or doing something like that, like it's not a one-time deal.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
might be.
For sure.
You're not sorry that you did. You're sorry you got caught.
Yeah.
And so. What you do from that point means more, I think.
Yeah.
And the story from that, though, he came across as not quite as apologetic enough, right? Like he tried to apologize to the law. Again, just a little story I heard this past week or whatever. With that, he tried to talk to the locker room about it and say, "This is like I'm not this person. I'm not like that. Whatever." And it came across hollow. His main message was like, "Be careful what you say because there's cameras around.
Yeah.
Not be careful what you say because you
it's
need
wrong.
Yeah."
Yeah.
Like that's if you can be more proactive on that kind of message, then maybe I can see. If you come across and say, "Fuck, you know what, man? I never realized that I have these thoughts. Like whatever, I should go to counseling or do something about it."
Yeah.
Try to instead of saying, "Yeah, something slipped." Oh, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know how you would try to whatever fucking wash that away. Yeah. And I don't want to like so that's but as time goes, yeah. If he would have died on the toilet like Elvis and fucking like at 44 years old, then we might not know. We don't know how many times Elvis fucking said the word, right?
Every day.
Or whatever, right? So, but I don't see it that way. I'm more happy. I'm not happy. I feel more privileged to see the whole thing play out. To see him turn like the problem about him, I think, whatever, is he never turned it off.
Yeah.
If he was on Rogan or something, he was still hulkish. You know what I mean? He was still when Undertaker is on there or Ric Flair or somebody, they turn into the person.
Kane.
I haven't seen him on there. Kane turned into a politician or something.
Yeah,
I
he was
think.
a politician.
You're following his post-wrestling career?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like I did follow his post-wrestling career, and I've always watched people do interviews about him, and they always like loved work. A lot of people say like he was like one of the best people to work with and stuff. I didn't know any of that till after he retired and became a politician. But
I respect your choice of Kane. That's a very good choice. It's not a popular choice.
He's not the popular choice, but you know who he is if you watch wrestling.
It's a Brian answer. It's because it would be, you know what I mean, like show thought put into it, and you'll like explain yourself, and you know nobody else is going to say Kane.
Damn right.
Yeah, and so you fucking get on that.
Damn right.
So it's great. So yeah, so like I said, when somebody like that passes, it's not. I don't know. It's just reflective.
Yeah, it's hard for me because I was never really a Hulk Hogan fan, and when I was starting watching wrestling, he was still one of the biggest, of course, but he wasn't the only biggest.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
When I started, there was like the whole like the Ric Flairs was there. You know who else was in this camp? Like the Kevin Nashes, who was obviously not as big, but he was there. Like he was surrounded by like it was more so like the NWO, like everything was going on at that time. Then it was the whole WWE versus WCW. That's when I really started watching wrestling. And then things started just to mash together. And then The Rock came, then John Cena came, Stone Cold was there, like it started being, I think that whole era started getting so oversaturated with like these big personalities that a lot of my age was like not a Hulk Hogan fan as much.
No, I can get that. I wouldn't even try to want to make it be like making you listen to music that was not of your time. I wonder when people usually age out of it. Like I wonder when, like, because Tammy's dad has not aged out of it. He loves it all.
But
he's not a diehard. You know what I mean? He's not fucking making signs or whatever. Like, your mom watching wrestling is a perfect kind of casual fan. Come, yeah, you get her, fucking
Yeah,
doing it,
yeah, exactly.
and seeing all that and not needing all the fucking like the hype behind it. But like you talk about South Park and $1 billion deals, like this thing is such a money maker when it's done properly.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're on the Netflix now and they're fucking like all the shows are all set up like that, like, and they're owned by the same company that does UFC now,
yeah.
right? Like it's just become a whole different entity, and so it's content in a content world. Like it wasn't like the very first channel, but the WWE channel was one of the very first. Like, oh, that's a worthwhile channel.
Yeah,
like that's
100%.
they have. You know what I mean? Like, what
Oh,
else are you going to use
man.
that for? And then like everybody can kind of copy it.
Yeah.
So as like a business model, it goes and it's interesting. But I just wonder when it just becomes old and tired. Right? Like I don't like it happened to me, it happened to you, it happens to almost everybody.
Yeah,
But
it
what
does.
is that point? Like it's very hard to just be like fucking. It's got to be a slow, gradual decline that I can't think of.
Yeah, it has got to be. Like, as your favorites start getting older and getting injured and they disappear, I think you just start being like, whatever.
No, yeah.
And now we're past the days of it's fake, like it's real, it's fake. Everybody knows it's fake. So now it's just entertainment, right?
That was the smartest thing they could have done.
Oh, yeah. It's like you just know, like there's planning between it, there's all this stuff. And now you respect the art of the planning.
Yeah, that's right. And I think diehards have been in that zone for a while.
Yeah,
right. Like they've also like you went.
Yeah, I was never there until like recently, actually.
So I think that's how they can kind of keep people. And like I said, it's all about content. So I haven't like we watched that LFG and it's kind of alright. But then the thing I really kind of want to watch, and I've only just seen the thumbnail on Netflix. It's called Unreal. And I think it's an even closer behind the scenes steps. Like they're showing John Cena talking to the camera right before he goes out into the fucking crowd.
Well, that's
and it's
sick.
like such a behind the scenes
like
look.
that.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like I'll have a better report on it.
I like that.
But I'm really interested in that. And so that's another way. I know nothing about John Cena. Like I know who he is.
Yeah.
He was. I've maybe watched. Like whatever. I've seen clips of all kinds of it, but I've never really watched a John Cena match. I can kind of confused on why people like John Cena.
Yeah.
He just looks like a fucking regular person to me. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously he's fucking big buff, fucking handsome Hollywood type. But I never got John Cena.
Yeah,
I don't like Stone Cold was the
not
last guy I got.
Yeah, I was not the biggest John Cena fan either, but he gets those crowd react. He gets those the rock like reactions.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Not now, but he used to.
Yeah, so in the show, so whatever, you can kind of see those.
But yeah.
What is undeniable is that the ladies wrestling went from just tits and ass.
I love it.
They're still hot and they still wear fucking
Yep.
good, but they don't do the bra and panties match and shit anymore. They're fucking kick
You
ass.
take it serious
Like
now.
Charlotte
did
Flair?
Did you know that they have a women's Royal Rumble now?
Probably not. I did not
Yeah,
know that.
like
That's
they're
cool.
they're really
That
pushing.
makes sense.
They're really right. They're really
I'd
pushing.
way rather watch that than the WNBA.
100%.
Like I have full respect for these women that are fucking wrestling.
100%.
They're fucking tough as nails, and they've, like I said, it's gone from just remember the Godfather, Pimpin' Ain't Easy.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's hard to fucking justify now, but that might have been the best era.
I mean, that wasn't a bad era.
I know. I like that guy.
Oh,
that was one of my. I got the time. That's a fucking. You can't beat that.
Oh, you'll
right?
never get that again.
No, you'll never. But I mean, whatever. Rightfully so, right? Apparently, supposedly.
Yeah.
But so they've totally revamped that whole fucking concept of
Yeah.
lady wrestlers.
Finally.
Well, I think it's been a few years now. Though,
Yeah, but it is always so gimmicky. Now, so
Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
remember that? Like
those
she was one of the
Trish
first.
China.
Yeah, China, but it's very hard to like because she's not pretty.
No,
like
but she was a
you're so used to
monster.
pretty girls doing it, right?
She was
It's
a monster,
Yeah,
though.
she's a great. Yeah, but that might have been where it started too. That's a good point. She might have been like the first. Oh, we better take her seriously.
Yeah, like she fought guys,
Yeah,
right?
like Sable and Trish Stratus and all that.
Sable.
See, but that's all tits and ass.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not, and now that's fine. We can have tits and ass all day long. It's fine. But it's like they turned it into something else.
Yeah,
it's
they
a
turned it into a
viable,
real thing.
pure fucking on equal terms. It's like the challenge. Men and women fucking do the exact same thing.
Same playing
We might even
field.
go against each other. The challenge just started again too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Ashley's back.
Ashley's
Ashley's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
So but you took a picture of one of the pictures I put. I'm in it, and so I'm not. This is not a fucking. This is quickly before we get out of here. This is not a health update or challenge or whatever. Like, but so I realize it's not just because I'm too old for this job anymore, or the heat's too much, or like I realized like how we talked about how fat I was when I came back, and then I've slowly lost like almost 30 of it. And so when I see the picture of it, I look, oh fuck, I see how much more I want to go. You know what I mean? Like it just looks like And I was going to hashtag fat fuck in my picture, and Tammy was like, "You are not." She was like, "I saw you," and I was like, "Oh, look how good." You know what I mean? Like you were looking good or whatever. And I could have done whatever I wanted, but she's like, "Don't." She talked me out of the self-deprecating fucking
don't
thought.
do that.
No, of course. No, I recognize what she's trying to do, and I appreciate it. But I was saying like fat fuck. Speaking of fat fucks, see, I don't even want to spoil it for you. Well, you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the challenge.
Who's fat?
Like,
Who got fat?
Did you watch the last one where that Sam girl came back? Like, did you? When Frankie, like Frank, the gay guy, had a partner, Sam. And she was huge. And when she was on the show before, she looked like she gained like 100 pounds before she came on there. She ended up doing better than I thought. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's not that. Okay, that's why I thought, because that was last time there was somebody who was a fat fuck. Okay. That was kind of surprising. But yeah, I basically tell you, but I'd rather you see for yourself. You'll know exactly when you see it, because it's on now. If you watch it this weekend or when you do, you go, tweet me who you think I'm talking about.
You want me to tweet fat fuck?
No. Text me, message me. No, not tweet. Sorry, we'll keep it to SouthPark and other things. Naked fire trucks. All right. Obviously, this has been fucking great. But you got anything else?
No, not really.
Are we here next week? I think I'm here.
Yeah, if you're here, I think we're here. I think the next time we're off, you're not here.
I see.
Which is...
No, it won't be anytime soon.
A couple of weeks. In August.
I should be here. Now. I might be here. I'm not going anywhere. But anyway,
you're not going anywhere in August?
I'm taking a week off.
Oh, you'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah
I'm not going to Mexico until October.
Sorry, I'm confusing you leaving work with you not being here.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to the Work Related Podcast.
Keep an eye out for Related by Work on Twitter.
Yep.
We'll be pushing that South Park narrative, and we'll see you guys next week.